Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Quartet 1.3 has launched with a new dungeon, new content, new filters, which I'm not going to use because I'm not a fan of CRT filters. But, you know. Let's jump on the airship! Huh? Hey, Alex. Do you remember the voices? It's a leather? We're kind of high for this to blow in by accident. There's definitely some kind of levitation spell on it, but I can't sense it. Maybe it's using a different element than wind? I can't read it. The alphabet looks old and angry. Must be for the soldier guy. Alright. Hey, there's a letter, I think it's for you? It's an Oslin? Let me see. The letter is from Dr. Becker. He says they got a pretty incredible report. Meaning what? Some of the Ledzen resistance stole a dossier of Oslin intelligence just before the Oslin army retreated from Strahl. There was a plan in place for a bunker, an underground fortress where the Chancellor's diehards would hold out after the war. Are you sure the letter's from this Becker? Yeah, it's his handwriting. He also threw in a couple of phrases he knew I would recognize as his. Still reeks of being a trap. No kidding. We ought to look for ourselves. We cannot leave any redoubt which war criminals it might flee. Report says it's on a mountainous island in the northeast of my world. We'll be looking for a cave entrance. Alright. Take flight. Do I remember how to swap world? So I think it sounds like it's one of these islands I had investigated before. So let's go ahead. Let's save. And head in. Bunker Cave? Entrance? Alright. What do we got? Nothing there. Around and around we go. No tripwires, no fresh tracks either. Maybe we're cut off by the Luskians before they could hunker down. There's nothing resembling a gate, no explosive charges. Nor do my detection spells reveal anything. I'm not getting anything either. You smell anything? Nope. They're using silent wards. They still have to send someone out to deal with us. Can you perceive anything beneath the earth, dear girl? I'm pretty sure there's a bigger cave underneath us. A lot bigger. But I can't really see it. Only the edges. The depths may be shielded against scrying, but not against explosives. Let's find the entrance and then see how much it'll take to crack it. Alright. One of these paths. This feels like a lot of path. Oh no. Oh no. What do we got? Let's go up here. Hi! Are you new? I don't remember. I don't think so. Do I remember how to fight in the game? That's a good question. We'll do Tempest. Will I regret it? Okay, yeah. A little overkill, probably. So you can access it at 40, so... Aha, penumbral cask. Think I really need anything, right? Yeah. I'm pretty well set right now. Alright, so there's that. What's over here? Another chest. Ruby ring. Go over to the other side. This must be the way. Ha, well there's a heal spot. Which tells me that this is in fact something. Sure, we're ready? Let's go. Oh, okay. There's a rope. Yep, this is the way in, or at least one of them. Is there an air current that suggests another entrance? Nope, the air is mostly still, and it smells like dark, dank old cave. No sense going down. We either build a huge bonfire to suck out the oxygen, or just drop explosives. Wait, something about the air just changed. The drafts stopped coming. Come on, JUNA. Huh? I know you're tired, but we have to hurry. There's more than one of them hunting us now. Anquo and the others are just up ahead. Right. JUNA! Nothing back there. What do we got? Someone there. Up here. Aha! Mega elixir! Heck yeah. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. Go up, catch with Ujar and Aqua. I'm listening to the wind to see if any other herds have made it to the forest. Alright. This is nothing, right? Yeah. JUNA, you need to keep up. They like to pick us off when we're alone. They didn't have any prober attacking the 6 of us but before we enter the forest. How many are there? Predatory birds usually don't hunt in groups. These ones do. 3 of them tore Anaj to pieces in just a few minutes. But even then, they were only visible for a few seconds at a time. Invisibility magic, I've never... We're only 2 days from the plains. How can we leave cover now? There's not enough forage here, especially not for when Oduja gives birth. Oduja, are you okay? I can't keep moving this far every day. And when the baby comes. How much longer? 2 weeks? Maybe 3? I'm not sure. Huh? Wait for me! Wait! Eh? We better hurry. Windstalkers don't like to hunt in the rain, but this squall will blow over soon. See if you can find Oduja. I heard her cry on the wind and another voice. Okay, if I can get back. Wait. Oh, there's a jumpy rock here. Okay. Me over. Nah. A whispering edge. Sounds like... sounds like something for JUNA, but don't see it. This is an item. Okay, it is a weapon, but so let's do speed tomes. It is a weapon, just not for JUNA. Got it. Jump up. Aduja! Aduja, what? What happened? Are you hurt? This wound isn't that deep. We can heal this. They took her. Can you stand? They took my baby. We'll get the others too. Wait, what? They circle above me, waiting for the baby. She was barely alive for a few minutes before they... How can... No, this is a nightmare. JUNA, we have to keep going. What? I'm not leaving her. Are you crazy? Rain is going to clear. We have to keep running. Either she gets up or she doesn't. No, I wouldn't do that. You would never say that. We don't have time for this. We need to move. Sniff. That brimstone smell. This really is a nightmare. You're not really Ujar. What kind of creature are you, really? Where the hell is this? And where's everyone else? The heck? That was someone else's nightmare. They're gone now. She was going that way, so if I go to the right and pick up an elixir... Oh wait, there's another area. Okay. Okay. Whether we... There's an enemy there. That's there. Sniff, sniff. Is that Agata up there? Oh. Was it? I'm not gonna just leave her. Alright, so Agata's here, and this looks like... Ish? Well, I mean that area. Hey, what are you doing? Watching. Watching what? We received intelligence saying that there is a threat. What kind of threat? A serious threat today in the city. Okay, so you're stuck in a nightmare too. Look, this is all just an illusion, a waking dream created by something. Don't get distracted. They could strike at any time. This guy, he's not who you think he is. And this is not a good time for jokes. That's right. Focus. Maybe someone else can snap her out of it? Maybe. I got mystery enemy here, though. Let's just do slam. Yeah, let's just do slam. Slam seems good. Lots. There's water there. There's water there. Can't go that way or down. I guess I go up here? This looks like Alex. Not sure anyone's home. Ah, it's Jerome. Finally. Bit of a mess out here, isn't it? There you are, darling. Come here. How was the trip across the channel? It was probably better than I imagined it. Think I was the only one feeling sick. I'm sorry I call you home from school. I know you're doing so well. In one sense, hopefully when I go back, it's without Father's litigious reputation hanging over me. Are we really getting rid of all these things? Oh, this was from your father's office. We've no use for it now, unless you see something that makes you sentimental. Until we know what his depths were, I'm willing to sell to any buyer who makes a good offer. I didn't know we owned a taxidermy. Won't you come inside? Okay, I will come inside. Gotta check the bookcases though. Well, none look different. Except this one has something on it. Why didn't Father keep better accounts? Hey, Jerome? Yes? What in the world? Talking creature? Am I dreaming? Yeah. You are dreaming. But then... Wait a second. Hi. There you are. Erg! Whoever you are, I'm not giving up. He's probably the most reasonable person in the whole group. Ah! The hell? Oh, that's real cute. Isn't gonna stop me either. Oh my god. I can't! JUNA! Strength Tom! Heck yeah. Let's go. Hey there. Oh, good day to you. You must be one of my father's creditors. Or don't tell me he took you to court, did he? I don't understand anything about human laws. Let's say I'm a messenger. I'm just here to find out how things are going. I'm relieved to hear you're not from Liornia, but forgive me, I can't place your accent. I'm from, out east. You've probably never heard of it. Fair enough. All these meetings with my father's Liornish business partners. Half the time, I'm not even sure what they were trying to tell me. Liornish is no language for honesty. Let's assume my, employers didn't tell me anything. What do you need to know? What exactly is going on here? Well, I've just come home from a medical school to settle my father's estate. He died suddenly this past winter. I'm sorry to hear your father died. How are you handling that? I think I'm past the worst of the grieving. My father was almost 70 years old and had many bad habits. So it was not a complete surprise, but I do miss him. Your father owed money to a lot of people. Yes and no. Many people also owed him money. He would buy and sell other businesses. Trying to sort all that out has become my primary occupation before I return to university. Jerome, dear, do you think you could put some of that medical knowledge to use for me? I had the most terrible headache. Pardon me a moment. If you want to just duke it out, let's go right here, right now. Oh, you're just full of tricks. Man, even this guy's nightmares are pretty mild. What am I gonna do about her? JUNA's just like, Jerome, you're just there. Even your nightmares are just there. In hindsight, this seems inevitable. I know nothing of my father's affairs. What do you mean? I couldn't have been less interested in my father's business. He never pressed me about it. It was inevitable that your father would die? Well, that's a grim thought, even if it is true. I meant that I would be dragged into his business instead of medicine. Up until medical school, my studies were on the rinimt side of the channel. Since I wanted to study surgery under Dr. Helmet, I enrolled in medical school at the capital. When my classmates found out that I was Clement Renault's son, they gave me a rather cold reception. Why'd your classmates get mad? As it happened, my father had taken many of their fathers to court, almost all of them at one point or another. I think they imagined that I would likewise try to get the better of them in some manner. Because of your father's business. Yes, my father's many business-related lawsuits were a total surprise to me. He only became involved in disputes and court cases on the Leornian side of the channel. But because he had never brought a lawsuit against anyone in Lorraine, my father and I were completely unaware of what was coming. Must have been tough for a people-pleaser like you. I hate to think that you had to measure me quite so quickly. I wasn't always this way. Mother says I'm more like my grandfather. Thoughtful, she would say, but I think she meant laconic. I had to spend that first year trained not just as a doctor, but as an amateur diplomat, too. I was happy just for most of my peers to simply forget me. Making friends seemed almost out of the question. Alright. Don't know where to begin. Your father said bought and sold something? Many things. It appears my father was embroiled in an endless amount of litigation. It was a large part of how he made his money. There's like a special kind of human who works on those kinds of things, right? Being a lawyer, I suppose the human part is sometimes in doubt. No, my father negotiated his own cases. He never finished at university, but he was nevertheless quite adept at arguing a civil case. How much is there to do? That's just the thing. The courts move slowly, and so we're always receiving new summons and requests, even 10 months after his death. But you won't get someone else to do it for you. Oh, I would hire a lawyer in a second. That's expensive. First, we need to know the state of my father's income and debts. It's all a terrible mess. I could spend the rest of the year just trying to figure out where his assets are. Go back to the last one then? God, I just can't with JUNA looking like this. Forefront of my mind is what will happen to my mother. Okay, now this is a problem I know how to handle. I should have figured you for a mama's boy. They're always too nice. You've got to have boundaries. I always say, if she can see you from across the watering hole, she's close enough. She doesn't have to listen to every conversation you have. It's really not like that. I just don't know what will be best for Mother. So what's going on? Does she need to keep this big house? No, she grew up on a farm, and she's half Leornish, so she would adjust to life in the capital just fine. Are you afraid she'll be lonely? It's only sensible to worry that your widowed mother will be alone. I'm her only child. Alright then, what's the catch? We could sell everything here and move to a smaller house in the capital, but then we'd be living together. It's not unusual for a man of my station and age to live with his mother, and my peers wouldn't think any less of me. But there's someone special who would be bothered? For better or worse, yes, call me an old-fashioned romantic, but I've always known whom I want to marry. Since we were children. This poor son of a... Yeah, I can see a headstrong young... How a headstrong young lady might not want 3 people in the house. Sometimes I wonder if the young lady in question even wants 2 people there. At some point you need Mommy Dearest to move out? The issue is more that it's hard to dislodge an aging mother once she moves in. You have to strike a balance of keeping her close, but not too close that it turns into competition for your attention. You weren't kidding about having to be a diplomat. Look, if you're into the kind of women that I think you're into, that I know you're into, this dream stuff is getting a little weird. You've probably got a few years before she's ready to settle down, if she ever reaches that point. You don't need to gnaw a tree branch before the leaves come out, right? That's an odd turn of phrase. You're probably right. I have enough problems to deal with right now. Now what? Okay, he's a nice enough guy, but this is a little much. You're just a little frustrated right now. Don't know what happened to Mother. Did your mother say she expects you to quit school? No, she would never do that. She's always insisted I finish my education. As did Father. Maybe you should just listen to what she tells you, for better or worse. Probably a better plan than trying to guess. Alright. My father's reputation, I'm not sure I'll ever be really be accepted. You can't worry about what people think. Reputation is everything in the capital, no matter your profession. Oh. Everyone has enemies, right? And my enemies must have enemies who would be my friends. Maybe true, but I don't want to live my life by that philosophy. I don't need to have the advantage in every situation. So what, a few rich people won't like you? What do you mean? Everyone your father was tangled up with, they were all rich, right? You gotta have money if someone else is trying to take it. I don't know that much about humans, but most of them aren't rich. Alex sure isn't. What about a career helping everyone else, which I already know you want? I've often thought about that. My grandfather told me they can take your money and your land, but can never take away your good deeds. And was he happy? He was. Like my father's legacy in tatters. Are you really capable of beating all these people in court? Sorry? I mean, your dad had been doing this for his entire life. No offense, but you're not gonna match up to that. I don't need to be reminded of my shortcomings. No, I mean, you're more of a peacemaker. You'd have to be, considering who you spend all your time with. Why not just come to an agreement with all your father's enemies? Take them down, get what you can. Some of them will seize any advantage and press it to the fullest. Yeah, well, what can you do? You're not trying to win, you're just trying to get out. That's true. Was that outside? I know what I have to do. To head back to the capital and start offering deals with my father's business partners and opponents. And I already did all this. Yep. When was that? Where am I now? This isn't my house. We sold it, so. What's going on here? Where are we? Some kind of magic prison built out of nightmares. There's something else in here with us too. Did you just see all of my dreams and memories? Yeah, buddy. But to be honest, I was hoping for something a little juicier. I trust you'll be discreet about what you saw. Well, I can definitely promise not to tell any human about it. But just wait till I get back to my herd. I'm gonna tell them everything about you crazy kids. The others here somewhere? I think so. Hey, real quick though, what ended up happening with your mom? She remarried. She was still reasonably young when father died. She lives with a mining engineer and his 3 daughters in Alchester. Get it, Mama?